England are the worst team at Euro 2024 to watch, man. Holy shit. The way England caught life today, I don't know who Southgate struck a deal with, man. I don't know who he sold his soul to. This brother caught life like nobody in the history of life has ever caught it before. How the hell did England win that game today? For 95 minutes and 50 seconds, England did not have a shot on target against 45th in the world, Slovakia. The team they put out is worth hundreds of millions, maybe damn near $1 billion, compared to Slovakia, a nation of 5 million. England, for 95 minutes, failed to create a shot on target against Slovakia. And yet somehow, some way, somewhat, that even makes sense, they're in the next round. England are in the next round. Bro, I don't know how. I don't know who Gareth Southgate sold his soul to. I don't know who he struck a deal with. England are in the next round. But boy, was it ugly. Where do I even start with this, right? Who from England can leave this game with their heads held high? Because there aren't many players. Let me tell you that real quick. Kobbie Mainoo, you can leave this game with your head held high. Very, very good performance. Ivan Toney, you can leave this game with your head held high. What a cameo. You know what? There were times where you were frustrating as hell. The person I'm about to say. There were times where I was watching your passing, I was thinking, oh my God, bro, please, some finesse to it. The weight of pass, where is it? But let me be honest. Declan Rice, your overall value to the team today, you can leave with your head held high. Everybody else, can Guéhi leave with his head held high? I don't know. Are we just kind of giving Guéhi this now because he's the new kid? Is Guéhi the guy that we just say, well, Guéhi's the best player on England because he's new? Are we just saying Guéhi because he's new now? He was okay, man. Yeah, Guéhi, you can leave your head held high too, man. But I'm not giving that to anybody else. Everybody else, let's have a discussion, man. Football is fake, bro. Football is so fake. Because how can Jude Bellingham perform the way he did today? Yo, if there was a way that the fumes that he was letting off playing all the way in Germany could be transmitted through the airwaves and go through the screen that I was watching today in Northwest London at the New Balance event, I promise you they would have shut down the event because people would have been suffocating. The fumes that his performance were letting out, a stinker of the highest proportion, bro. Oh, man. Ew, brother. Ew. Horrible. But this is why football is fake, bro. How can you play like that for 95 minutes and then in the 96th minute pop up with a moment like that? What can I say at that point, right? Guys, we're here to analyze the game. We're here to give a different point of view. We're here to break down how each player performed over 95 minutes. I get that. But at the end of the day, moments make magic. Players are defined. Their legacies are defined. Their careers are defined. The way we remember them are defined by the moments when they are needed most. So some people are going to get annoyed about what I'm going to say. But I'm sorry, in 20 years, nobody is going to remember the shit performance Jude Bellingham just gave. Because that moment is going to live on forever. Whether England lose next week to Switzerland, whether England win this whole thing for going on. Jude Bellingham just popped up with one of the greatest moments in the last decade of English football. That bicycle kick right there to keep England alive in Euro 2024. Forget about his performance, bro. Forget about what his pass accuracy was. Forget about his chances created. It don't matter, bro. That moment right there, that's what we pay players the big bucks for. That's what you give your player at number 10 for. That's why you keep Jude Bellingham on the pitch, no matter how badly he played. Because the amount of players that can produce a moment like that, they don't come very often, guys. I'm sorry. No matter whether you like Jude Bellingham or not, we have to be real here. Those kinds of moments don't happen by any player. It's not a coincidence that both El Clasicos this season, Jude Bellingham was the one scoring in the final minute. Love him or hate him, whether you're a fan of Jude Bellingham or not, it's not a coincidence anymore that it's always almost him getting on the ends of these last-minute winners or these last-minute equalizers or these bicycle. Like, I watched Ronaldo do it for like 6 years at Real Madrid, right? And I'm not talking about Cristiano Ronaldo when he was the complete attacker. But Ronaldo, when he became just effectively a poacher, I saw this guy almost goes through games at times, but when his team needs him most, who's the guy at the back post scoring? Who's the guy hitting a bicycle kick? Who's the guy scoring a header? Who's the guy with the final penalty in the penalty shootout? It's always him. It's always him. The inevitability trait. I call it being anointed. I'm sorry, bro. If anybody was going to score a goal to keep England alive today, it was going to be Jude, bro. It was going to be Jude. And that's why, for me, I find it very difficult to say too much bad about him. Because he played horrible. But when you give a moment like that, that's what the best players do. That's what me and Cam have been crying out for the best players at this tournament to do. Step up in the big moments. When your team's not playing well, when your team needs help, when the structure is failing, when the system is failing, When you're failing, what can you do to guide your team to the finish line? That right there is X Factor. That Jude Bellingham bicycle kick is the definition of X Factor. I saw some guys say, oh, he didn't deliver today. Because basically after the game, he came out basically saying, oh, you know, sometimes, right, it's not nice to hear your own fans giving you stick or whatever. So sometimes you have to kind of like give it back to them. I can't lie. A lot of England fans are upset about that. And maybe it's because I'm not English. I have no bias here. But I love it. When you deliver like he did, you get to talk your shit. When you deliver in moments like that, the way he did, you get to talk your shit, bro. Just don't lose to Switzerland. But when you deliver like that, you get to talk your shit. So that's Jude. Obviously, the guy who ended up scoring the winner was Harry Kane. Again, I'm a critic of Harry Kane, right? I have big question marks about Harry Kane, especially in big moments. And I'm not going to say like, look, wow, all is forgiven now for Harry Kane, because he also played a horrible game today. Oh my God, Harry Kane was absolutely atrocious. And let's be real. England wouldn't have needed Jude's last minute bicycle kick if Kane scored a header from practically close range. Foden put the ball on a play for him, begging to be scored. But at the end of the day, just like Jude, no one's gonna remember in 20 years if England go on to do something at this tournament, how bad Harry Kane played this game. He popped up with the goal, bro. He popped up with the goal at the end. And I think that's all you can really ask from your striker. Deliver in the big moments. That's all anybody's asked for Harry Kane for his entire career. This is a big moment in his career. This automatically probably enters Harry Kane's top 5 biggest moments in his career. An extra time winner against Slovakia. So big up Harry Kane, but horrible performance. Horrible. England caught life today, right? I'm giving some players like congratulations for moments, but moments will win you games. They don't promise you deep travel into the tournament. If England play the way they did today against better opposition, like against Switzerland, any of the teams on the other side of the bracket, hell, even Austria, England are going home, bro. Foden, let's talk. Don't hide. Anybody can get it today, bro. Foden, I think that's the last we see of you at this tournament, at least as a starter, in my opinion. Because I'll be real. All tournament, I've been saying it's been Foden and Jude. It's between Foden and Jude. Foden and Jude. Foden and Jude. And I'll be real. In my opinion, the last 3 games, Foden has played better than Jude. Even today, I think overall performance, Foden was a slightly more net positive than Jude was. But my whole thing was I don't think Southgate will ever drop Foden or ever drop Jude. And after today, there's no chance in hell that Southgate even substitutes Jude, let alone benches him. So Phil Foden, arrivederci, sayonara, au revoir, adios, farewell. I don't see Phil Foden starting for England again in this tournament. Bro, it's not fair. He's not a left winger. Phil Foden didn't play left wing today. I'm sorry, guys. This is where we have to watch the game, look at the game and be honest. He didn't play as a left winger today. Trippier was occupying the entire left flank. He was at times playing like a left winger. And then when he came off, Saka then came to the left and dominated the entire left flank. Foden was playing as a left interior today, bro. Don't tell me Foden was playing as a left winger. And this isn't even me saying Foden was the worst player on the pitch. The reason I told you I don't think he's going to start again for England is because Jude just proved that he's indispensable to Southgate. But let's be real here. Foden didn't play as a left winger today. No way, man. Foden did not play as a left winger today. Nah. He's never played left wing. I don't agree with that. I think he played left wing definitely in the first game against Serbia. In the first game against Serbia, he was a left winger. But since then, there's been times where Jude has been playing out wide more than Foden has. Kyle Walker, my God. I mean, it's like you're on a personal mission to make every single performance worse than your last one. I thought your performance against Slovenia was bad enough. When you thought that all of a sudden you could become Sonic the Hedgehog and just outrun everybody. Just kick it and run. Who the hell do you think you are? I thought that was bad enough. Today, let me make sure I get Slovakia's winger, his name correct, because I know some people were offended that I called him number 18 or whatever. Let me make sure I get his name correct. Haraslin, excuse me. Bro, he made Haraslin look like Ribery in that first half, bro. Yo, he had Haraslin looking like Franck Ribery in that game, bro. This is the wing, this is the fullback, the defensive stopper, the Mbappe stopper. Every winger in the world is afraid to play Kyle Walker. That's the reason why Trent can't get into the team. Because apparently England have the greatest defensive fullback of all time. So England are sacrificing Trent's offensive value for Kyle Walker's apparent just winger killer. Is that what we're calling Kyle Walker now? The winger killer. He couldn't stop Slovakia's winger, bro. The guy's 28 and plays for Sparta Prague. It's a disgrace, man. Honestly, Kyle Walker this tournament has an absolutely awful. John Stones. I think John Stones is a great center back. But this tournament has affirmed to me that as brilliant as John Stones is as a footballer, he will never ever be able to be the ace side in a center back partnership in terms of being like the dominant guy in there. He needs a guy next to him who's a bit more aggressive. He's supposed to be the senior statesman out of himself and Guehi. What did John Stones do wrong? It's not that he's like making mistakes or whatever, but he's not playing like John Stones. And I actually think part of it is the fact that he's being very passive, to be honest with you. You're supposed to be the leader in that back four, bro. especially next to Guehi. I don't think he's been nearly commanding enough, man. I was actually really annoyed, though. I can't lie. I keep saying, guys, right? I'm not biased. I'm a neutral when it comes to England. I don't root for them or root against them. But today, I'll be very honest. There was a big part of me that wanted England to lose that game. The way they played, it actually didn't sit right with me the way they won that game. Like, I just want to see good football at the end of the day. So I don't really care who wins or loses this Euros. I just want to be entertained. But the way England are playing right now is actually seriously pissing me off. It's serious. I'm a neutral. I have no connection to England except for the fact that I live here. But genuinely watching them play is starting to piss me off. Like, how can you get away with the way you play today? In what universe are you allowed to play the way you did today and go through? It actually annoyed me. It genuinely annoyed me. Like, big up Jude's moment. It's an amazing moment to be a part of. Like, when he scored, I can't lie. And I'm not going to pretend like I was angry. I was like, wow, what? But, like, once the pandemonium kind of exited, I was just like, yo, this is some bullshit, bro. Justice for Slovakia. You know how I felt? You know how I felt when Jude scored that goal? I felt like a Man United fan. I felt like when I was in the ground watching Man United beat Coventry. Like, brief pandemonium, and then what? Did we really just need that to happen to beat Coventry, or that to happen to beat Slovakia? Watching England is like watching Man United in a different kit color. So this is why I'm very happy I'm a neutral here. Because if I was like Cam and I had to watch United 9 months of the year, and then the other 3 months I was an England fan, my hairline would be touching the top of my head. Honestly, Slovakia invited a bit too much in the second half. To be fair, they did, honestly. Slovakia, I feel bad for them, and it pissed me off the way England won. But at the end of the day, Slovakia were asking for that, right? They can't be that gutted. Because there was a point, right? I think 60 minutes onwards. To be fair, even the whole second half, right? Slovakia just kept passing it back to England. There was one chance where, like, the guy shot from half field. But other than that, the minute they won it, they just kept passing it back. And they were lucky England were too shit to do anything with the ball. But at some point, bro, you're going to run out of luck, honestly. Like, Slovakia aren't a great team. Want someone who is great, though? Paul. That boy Lobotka. Stanislav Lobotka. That's a real player right there, man. Imagine England with Lobotka. Yeah, they might do something then. Bro. Controllers against England. It's spooky, bro. That's why I'm very, very interested in seeing Xhaka versus England. Every time England come up against any sort of competent midfielder, they boost their level up 50. They made Lobotka look like Verratti. They made Højbjerg look like Gerrard. They're going to make Xhaka look like Lothar Matthäus, man. Who else played really well today? I think Skriniar was amazing. Yo, I know he scored at the end, but Skriniar had Harry Kane in prison today. Skriniar was looking like, I don't even know, bro. Prime John Terry out there today. This guy, every ball that England threw into the box, Skriniar got his head on the end of it. Unreal performance, man. What's my England lineup for next game? Yo, I don't even know at this point, man. Honestly. Pickford in goal. Trent at right back. This is my lineup, not Southgate's. Trent at right backs. Please, enough of this Walker stuff, man. It's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous, man. Honestly, all these people in my Instagram comments, go check out that reel I did on why I didn't trust England. So many people talking about, oh, Trent can't defend. Trent can't play right back if it's not in a club system. Kyle Walker is an unbelievable defensive right back. Not by my 2020 eyes. Not by my lying eyes, my 2020 perfect vision. I'm playing Trent at right back. I'm playing Stones and I'm playing Joe Gomez. Am I playing Joe Gomez or am I playing Konsa? I'm playing Gomez. I'm playing... Is Luke Shaw not back yet? Is Luke Shaw not going to play at this tournament whatsoever? If not, I'm playing... Hold on. There's an elephant in the room that we're not addressing here. The left back situation. Yo, I promise you, Chad, the way I had tears rolling down my eyes when I saw Kieran Trippier get off the pitch and Gareth Southgate call over to Saka to play on the left, I promise you, I couldn't stop laughing. I said, yo, this is the funniest national team on the planet. This is the funniest team in the world. What other national team offers you this many moments of comedic genius the way England does consistently? How can Ian Wright on national television come out and say, you know what, I think for the balance of the team, you know what, I think Bukayo should maybe go on the left just to allow Cole Palmer to come in. The whole week was Arsenal fans just killing him, stripping him of his legend status. Bukayo Saka had to come on to an interview himself and said, look, I actually don't think that's the right way for success. I'll do what I need, but I don't think it's the right. We thought it was just like, okay, Ian Wright gave a dumb suggestion. Saka shot it down. We're never going to see it. But you know what? That's how regular humans think. You know how Gareth Southgate thinks? He was watching that interview or that speech by Ian Wright in his analysis, and he was thinking, you know what? He's actually onto something. Bukayo Saka would make a good left back. He would make a good left-sided player. Maybe I should play him there for a change, just to see how many players I can get on the right. Let's do it. Gareth Southgate's brain operates at a different level than the rest of us do, man. The way regular humans operate and the way Gareth Southgate operates, it's It's chalk and cheese, man. Honestly, when I saw Bukayo Saka play left back, or he wasn't really playing as a left back. He basically was playing as a left-sided player. He played left back, left mid, left wing. He had the whole flank to himself, really. At one point, Eze was doing it too. But when I saw him playing there, I promise you, I almost cried. I almost cried. I said, this nation is hilarious, man. Honestly, what a country.